Tragic story tonight from western Indiana. An early morning fire swept through a home in the Fountain County community of Attica, killing a father and his two young daughters. Our TV6 reporter Jack Reinhardt says the loss of life has impacted many in the small town of 3,400.
As many as 4 different departments fought this fire for hours, but still it wasn't enough to save the family trapped inside. The fire roared through the small house on Attica's west side, denying those inside any avenue of escape. The father of the 2 small girls managed a frantic call to 911, saying that he could hear the fire but couldn't find it.
He was found with his little daughter in his arms. His other daughter was found between 2 dogs. And that was it.
The wife and mother of the victims had just returned home from a brief errand to find the home engulfed in flames and her family trapped inside. A police officer arrived on scene a short time later and broke out a window, but the intense heat and heavy smoke made any thoughts of a rescue impossible. Even though the home sits isolated near the banks of the Wabash River, the burned-out home attracted many onlookers who wanted to see for themselves what the tragedy had wrought.
Anytime something like this happens in a little town, you know, everybody, kind of hurts,
Firefighters spent 8 hours on the scene, not only dealing with the fire, but also recovering the victims. The loss of life weighs heavily on everyone.
We got some local ministers that were called to the scene to help not only with the family and deal with her grief, but also to deal with some of our firefighters.
The cause of the fire remains under investigation, but fire officials have ruled out foul play. In Attica, Jack Reinhardt, RTV6.
And family members have identified the victims as 29-year-old Lance Ward, his 13-month-old daughter Sage, and his 2.5-year-old daughter Riley Holycross Ward.